The winning blueprint presents.
While you're here, go ahead and sub up.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Lou, host of the football program in the lab room. Here simply talking football. Watched a few preseason games over the weekend, jotted down some notes while I was watching, and I'm here to talk about what I saw from the New York Giants as they took on the Pittsburgh Steelers at Heinz Field. The Giants came into this game looking to rebound off of a lackluster season where they did not make the postseason after winning the Super Bowl just a mere 2 seasons ago. And so now they're looking to get back into action, and this is their first preseason game. So let's talk about what I saw from the New York Football Giants in their first preseason action of 2013. Not going to be very long-winded here, so let's get right to the proceedings. And we start with Cullen Jenkins getting a sack of Big Ben. And the reason why this is important is because here's a guy you went out and got in free agency early on in the process. But more importantly, you did not get to the quarterback like the Giants normally do. That was not a typical season. Very atypical of the Giants last year, not getting to the quarterback. And so a guy like Cullen Jenkins, you put him next to Linval Joseph, and you get Justin Tuck playing at a high level again. Maybe JPP rebounds from that lackluster season last year, and all of a sudden, you've got a formidable front four again getting after the quarterback, because Cullen Jenkins can ratchet it up and get you 6, 5, or maybe even 7 sacks from the defensive tackle position. He's that good. He's that athletic. And so I think in a 4-3 defense, he's really going to shine because he's used to taking on double teams. He's used to having to fight off guys in a 3-4 defense. Now he's playing in a 4-3 front, and he's like, wow, this is easy. I can do this. And so good to see Cullen Jenkins really getting pressure on the quarterback if you're a Giants fan. You look at the Giants and their special teams unit. They block a punt. DeMontre Moore, your third-round selection out of Texas A&M, the monster, blocks a punt. You recover it inside the 10-yard line, but still have to settle for a field goal. Come on, you can't block a punt, get it at the 7 or the 5, and don't score a touchdown. Bad execution inside the 10-yard line by the Giants on that possession. I thought they really were not aggressive enough. I thought that they simply just went about it ho-humming. Hey, attack these guys. You know, put Victor Cruz out there in the slot, try to get a mismatch, throw some guys out there, crossers, do something. That was really like, hey, let's run it, let's throw it up and see if we can get something going now. Come on, get the ball in the end zone. That was a little disappointing. You get the ball that close to the end zone, I expect Eli Manning in that offense to cash in. Yes, you didn't have Hakeem Nicks. I understand that, but it doesn't matter. Get it done. You're at the 5-yard line. You should be able to get 7 points after the special team does their job and gives you essentially a layup. It's a fast break. You're up ahead. The special teams, they stole the ball and passed it up ahead. You're only man back there. Just lay it up in the basket, and you failed to do so. So that was a little disappointing. The Giants had to settle for a field goal. Look at the Giants. They were gassed on defense if the Steelers ran no huddle. I thought that the Steelers really changed the tempo. They had Larod Stevens howling out there, that little jitterbug that they got from the Arizona Cardinals in free agency, and he was running the football. I thought he ran it effectively. I thought this offensive line of the Steelers did a great job of blowing the Giants back off the ball once they got tired, and they ran that up tempo, and it worked for a while down the field. You buckled down, found a way to get a stop, forced them to kick a field goal, but they were really, really running the football against you, moving you off the spot, and you were gassed. And the reason why this is important is because, yeah, it's early. You're still getting your football legs under you. You're playing against another team, so it's a little different than playing against yourself in camp. But guess what? The Philadelphia Eagles are going to be doing this quite a bit in the regular season. You need to be prepared to not be able to substitute, to have guys have to stay on the field for 10 or 12 plays at a time and be ready to mentally suck it up and play football, because the Eagles are going to ratchet it up on offense. I saw a little bit of what the Eagles were able to accomplish against the Patriots. They had a 10-play, 66-yard drive that took all of 3 minutes and 30 seconds to run. And we know in the NFL, it takes way more than 3 minutes and 30 seconds to run 10 plays and go 66 yards. But that's what the Eagles did with no substitutions, and the Patriots were absolutely exhausted. They tapped out at the end of that possession, and their running back, Bryce Brown, essentially walked in the end zone from 8 yards out because they were too tired to put up any resistance. And that's how you looked on this possession. But you were able to buckle down and stop the Steelers from getting in the end zone. But the Eagles have perfected somewhat that no-huddle offense, and it's going to be a lot more expensive. And so you need to be in better shape than you were in this game against the Steelers. But that was a nice little test for you. You need teams to push you like this. You were able to hold up and force them to kick a field goal, and that's what you got to do. Mentally be strong enough to say, hey, yeah, I'm tired, but I'm going to make this play. I'm going to stop these guys from getting in the end zone. So while it was great that you were able to stop them, you got to build up that endurance because the Eagles, you're going to see them twice in this season, and they're going to run that no-huddle. Eli Manning is such a professional. He's a professional, okay? And I don't know if he's getting the credit that he deserves and getting his just due yet or not. I really can't gauge the national feeling and attention that Eli Manning is drawing or not drawing. I know from a endorsement standpoint and commercial standpoint, yeah, he's attracting attention, but I don't know if he's getting the credit that he deserves for what he's doing on the football field. This guy is a professional, okay? I've watched his career progress into what it is now, and I swear it's blossomed into this really, really beautiful Hall of Fame type career. And it started meager. I mean, this was a guy that was throwing no-look passes and would throw the boneheaded interception, had a 5-interception game. I've seen the worst of Eli Manning, and I'll tell you what, he's come a long way. This guy gets it as a quarterback now. You can't pull the wool over Eli Manning's eyes anymore. You can't do it. He's just too smart. He understands the quarterback position too much now. And he's a winner. Look, he beats the blitz on third down. Steelers get greedy. They get nosy. They got the Giants in third and long, and they think they got him. They send Ike Taylor on a corner blitz. Eli sees it, recognizes it quickly, throws a hitch, a hot route to Reuben Randall, who makes Ryan Clark miss and gets up the field for 11 yards on the first down. I mean, that's beautiful execution. Young quarterbacks need to be paying attention to that. I can't tell you how many times I looked at the preseason games over this weekend and saw young quarterbacks struggling with blitz pickup and understanding where they needed to go with the football. It's simple. If the blitz is coming from the left side, most likely there's going to be a receiver open on the left side. You can't cover everywhere when you blitz. Yeah, they can put some zone coverage behind it, but someone's open. And Eli exploited that blitz to a T, just the way you're supposed to. They come from that corner, guess what? That receiver's open now. Hit him quickly so he can make something happen before that safety can come down and react and make a tackle. 2 plays later, he's throwing it up to Victor Cruz in double coverage, splits the defense, puts it right on the money, allows Victor Cruz to catch it in stride and go for about 57 yards for a touchdown. I mean, you can't do it much better than Eli Manning did it on that possession. And this is why this guy is so good, because in a blink of an eye, Eli can get you, and he can get you fast, and he can hit you hard. And he just gets it as a quarterback. Eli Manning is a top-notch quarterback in this league. I don't know if you know it or not. For those of you who are questioning whether he is, I'm here to tell you that the guy is a baller. And Eli Manning can get it done in this league. And I'll tell you what, he's fun to watch. He really is. Boy, I said all of that about Eli Manning to say this. I don't like the 8 car. I don't like the 8 car. I do not like the 8 car in New York. And you better be lucky. No, I need to wag the wand at you. You better be lucky that Eli Manning doesn't get hurt. Because the 8 car is funky. You don't want this guy in the game. And so, luckily enough for you, Eli Manning doesn't miss games. So you Don't have to worry about the 8 car getting in the game and driving off the road and crashing and burning and having his team lose football games. You don't have to worry about that. The 8 car will stay parked in the garage because Eli Manning is your quarterback. You're lucky. And so that's what I took away from this game with the New York Giants against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Giants look solid as they normally do. Expect the Giants to be a solid team in the upcoming season.
Like the content? Want more? Sub up.